Oh, wow. Okay, so I was right. It's actually not Choose Your Legends. Ooh, okay. I recognize someone in the thumbnail. I'm surprised already.
Let's chat over a nice cup of tea.
So it's more Three Houses, surprisingly. Except not surprising.
You're making me work.
I wonder if she'll have the boosted BST. Hubert? Wow.
House Vestra operates in the shadows, not the front
That's
lines.
so weird that they're prioritizing Hubert. Oh, that's a new inheritable tome. That's big. And a new inheritable C skill. Later, Trimu. Some very interesting choices.
May the grace of the goddess shine upon you.
Mercedes. Isn't she usually with Claude? And Petra.
I can be teaching you my
What?
deadly techniques.
Why is she a flying dagger? Okay, whatever. Attack speed form? What?
You will be slapped down.
Mercedes Blue Lions? Oh, okay. Might be. Omnicidal Witch. So we have two Black Eagles, and then one from the other two. One each from the other two, right? I'm most familiar with Black Eagles. Okay, well, we gotta take a look at these skills now. She has a unique axe. Grants speed +3 at start of allies at combat. At start of allies combat. What? If unit is within 2 spaces of any allies with defense greater than unit's defense. Grants attack speed to those allies during combat. What does that even mean? At the start of allies combat, if unit is within 2 spaces of any allies with defense greater than unit's defense, grants attack speed +4 to those allies during combat. To those allies? That's so weird. Why is that so convoluted? Like, I think I understand it, but it's just so weird. At start of unit's combat, if unit is not within 2 spaces of any allies with defense greater than... Right, but that's only if... But it doesn't activate... Okay, I think I understand, yeah. If units within 2 spaces of any allies... That's worded so weirdly. So shouldn't it be at start of allies combat if that ally has defense greater than this unit's defense, they get attack speed +4 during combat? That's so confusing. And then for her, at start of unit's combat, if unit is not within 2 spaces of any ally with defense greater than unit's defense, grants attack speed +6. Whatever, man. She has defense opening, which kind of synergizes with her weapon. Yeah, it's like oddly contradictory.
You're making me work.
House Vestra operates in the shadows, not the front lines.
Will Hubert be a demote? Growing Thunder. When was the last time we got a unit with Growing Thunder? Okay, a Rar Fox. So this is new. If unit initiates combat, inflict its attack speed defense res -4 on foe during combat. That's pretty cool. That's like a good generic tome to introduce to the pool. Now, if only they actually put it into the pool and they don't like leave him 5-star exclusive. Infantry Hexblade 3. If adjacent infantry allies use sword, lance, axe, bow, or dagger, grants attack speed +2 to those allies and calculates their damage using the lower of foe's defense or res during combat. Okay. So it's like inverse of Sorcery Blade, where like he's granting Sorcery Blade to his allies. I'm curious why they couldn't just leave it at the Sorcery Blade effect, like they slapped on the attack speed +2 to go along with it. It's interesting. Alright, then we got Mercedes. She's a healer. And we already know what all this does, except for this, but it's an air defense skill, so I don't need to review it. There's actually a small chance that she could be the demote, since we already have Gravity Plus in the 3-4 star pool anyway. If there is a demote at all. I'm glad they're doing this before CYL, by the way.
I can be teaching you my deadly techniques.
I like Petra a lot. She's one of my favorites. So she's effective on beasts, which makes sense, I guess. Hunting Blade. Accelerate special trigger. -1, okay. Effective against beast foes. So already two effects, right? At start of combat, if units attack speed defense res less than that of an ally within 2 spaces, grants +5 to units corresponding stat during combat. Oh. Weird. And then she has the dagger 7 effect as well. That's 4 effects on 1 weapon. Attack speed form 3. Grants attack speed +X to unit during combat. Okay. Max is 7? What does that mean? X equals 2 times number of allies within 2 spaces. +1. Oh. Okay. So no matter what, she gets +1 to attacking speed, right? Because if it's 2 times 0 plus 1, that's 1. So no matter what, she gets +1 to attacking speed. A low BST to synergize with that? No. Well, okay, it'll be like the same BST as like other flying ranged, right? I imagine. Aerobatics and ground orders. Those are known quantities at least. Okay. There's a lot going on here. If I was gonna pull, I'd go for Petra just because I like her and Black Eagles, but I'm good. I'm just so surprised they put in Hubert. He doesn't strike me as being like a super popular character. Even though he's grown on me a little bit, just like in the first 10 hours of the game. Okay, well, do we know who the Grand Hero battle will be? There might not be one. It's up for a month, right? Interesting, okay. So then probably 2 weeks after this comes out, we'll get CYL. Or maybe like 10 days afterwards. Outright a better Owl Tome effect? Almost? I say almost because the Owl Tome at least gives defense and res. But yeah, with form skills, you get it like within 2 spaces, so that gives you much greater it makes it much easier to like stack the effects. So if she's within range of 3 enemies or 3 allies, then she'll get +7 to attack and speed, which actually isn't that nutty. Do not look at the GHP. Is it a spoiler? Oh, okay. Okay, I'll avoid the subreddit for now. That's funny.